This one's about that.
Greetings, this is Hoss Turlington of Delaware County, Oklahoma. Our recent Sheriff-elect, Mark Berry, is under investigation by the OSBI. And yesterday, our county commissioners met to talk about appointing an interim sheriff, depending on the outcome of the investigation. Please get a pen and paper and prepare a copy, because later on I'm going to show you the county commissioners' contact information, their phone numbers, as well as a map. If you don't know who yours is, you can look and see who it is. This is your chance to make a big difference. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigations is investigating our new sheriff-elect, Mark Berry. This investigation began 1 week and 1 day after Mr. Berry was elected, and what it's for, lying on his CLEET application about if he graduated and where he graduated. But perjury is a felony. In my book, I talked about the drug dealer I shot committed perjury on the stand, and I showed it to Nick Lelikas. The DA knew about it. They didn't care, which is also a crime. They didn't inform the courts the guys have perjured himself. In a few days, I'll have another video for you about other states' witnesses in Delaware County committing perjury. These two guys are cops. One of them was under Sheriff Bill Stout, and I'll show you how he was made the scapegoat because he was 2 months from retirement. Delaware County under Sheriff Bill Stout got caught 2 months before retiring, stealing money, taking it to his home after a drug bust, and taking drugs home to his house and perjuring about it. Do you think that's the first time in his career he did those things? No, he did those things a long time. And I'll tell you right now why the DA made him that sweetheart deal. It's because when people get in trouble and they go down, it doesn't matter if they're a drug addict and they become a snitch or they're a cop, especially cops and government employees. When they're going down, they start reaching for whoever's around them, just like a drowning person. They want to take someone else down with them. It's a natural human reaction. And if that DA would have pressed charges against Bill Stout, then that DA would have been going down, and God knows who else. And soon I'll have another video for you that will include a audio recording taken by undercover police of our district attorney, Wright, talking about Scotty Graham's perjury and how he allows it. He doesn't care. Well, see, Kenny doesn't like Berry because Berry's masculine. He likes guns. He's a redneck. So he's not going to get protected like Scotty Graham, little coward, and all the other people, or the drug dealer that I shot. Kenny's going to go after him. Probably just tell him to drop out of the race and he won't file charges. And real quick, one last thing. If you are going to say that Scotty Graham committed perjury a long time ago as though that's somehow relevant, you're an immoral piece of garbage. All that has to do with anything, how long ago he did that. The only way that's relevant is it just tells you how many decades he's been a crooked cop in Delaware County since he got caught committing perjury. You are a POS if you're going to say, well, that was a long time ago that Scotty did that. Just because Bill Stout was caught in his last 2 months of employment stealing drugs and money from arrests and committing perjury, do you think that's the first time he did those things? No, that's absurd. Just like Scotty Graham. He's a crooked cop, and that's why Titties Morse loves him so much and made him a sergeant. Scotty was just under investigation this last year for stealing money. So, do you want more of this crap, or do you want a new sheriff? Our county commissioners had a meeting to discuss appointing an interim sheriff, of course, depending on the outcome of the OSBI investigation of Sheriff-elect Berry. And 3 names were mentioned: Mike Wilkerson, Chris Morris, and Robocop David Sargent. It's my understanding they called Mike and he was not interested in the job. Chris Morris is the brother of Titties Morris, the police chief in Grove. I want to stress again that Chief Morris here, Titties as we call him, was breaking the law in this picture. It was in Tulsa in 2011. He has no jurisdiction there. Showing his credentials like that, he's impersonating a cop. He's also violating firearms laws because there was no open carry by citizens, permit or permitless. There was no open carry in 2011. This is a much bigger reason to not have Chris Morris come down here and be interim anything. It's because he's Kenny Wright's buddy. He works for Kenny in Ottawa County. So if you want more crap like Kenny Wright has given us, more perjury, more letting state's witness commit perjury, letting violent felons off the hook, and just persecuting the citizenry, then Chris Morris is a protege of Kenny Wright's. The third person is Robocop David Sargent. He's a police sergeant in Commerce. I did a video that was largely about him earlier, where a protected informant, a snitch, felon from Missouri, was caught committing felonies by David. And he pulled David aside and said, "Can I ask you something?" While he was being arrested, they said, "What?" He said, "I'm an informant for Dan Eason. You need to let me go." Dan Eason is Kenny Wright's investigator in Ottawa County. Snitch immunity does exist here. David does not play that game, and David put that in his police report, which was altered for the affidavit, which was entered into the court. That's another video. I didn't even get into that, but they misspelled Sargent's name on the one they put into court. But he is also getting his master's degree in police science, in addition to working 2 full-time jobs as a cop. He also works for the Eastern Shawnee. You need to watch this video, find out about Dave Sargent. Then you need to call your commissioner and tell him who you want to be the interim sheriff. There is hope for Delaware County. As you can see from the map, there are 3 divisions. The top is in white, that's District 1. The one that's pink is District 2, and purple is District 3. These county commissioners have their phone numbers listed. You need to also call the foreman. Call everybody. But the office times, you can call anytime and leave a message. In fact, that's probably even better, but make sure you make the phone call.